Once upon a time in the heart of the African savannah, there lived an enormous elephant named Tembo and a wise tortoise named Koko. Tembo was the strongest and most respected animal in the land, while Koko, with his slow steps and small size, was known for his cleverness and patience. One hot afternoon, all the animals gathered around the great baobab tree. They were worried because the rains had not come, and water was scarce. The streams had dried up, and the once lush grasslands were now dry and cracked. The animals decided that someone needed to travel to the distant mountain where a hidden river flowed, but the journey was long and dangerous. "I am the strongest. I'll go and bring water for everyone," declared Tembo confidently. But Koko, who had been quietly listening, spoke up, "Strength alone may not be enough for this journey. It's a test of both patience and wisdom." The animals decided that Tembo and Koko should go together. The next morning, they set off, with Tembo stomping proudly ahead and Koko slowly following behind. As they traveled, Tembo would rush ahead, not paying attention to where he was going. His heavy feet cracked the dry earth, and he trampled over thorny bushes, getting pricked by sharp thorns. He roared in frustration and hurried on, while Koko steadily followed the path, avoiding obstacles and resting under the shade whenever the sun was too hot. After days of travel, they reached a dense forest where the path split into three. Tembo, eager to reach the river, quickly chose the middle path. Koko, however, paused and observed the surroundings. He noticed faint tracks on the ground and heard the distant sound of flowing water from a different direction. Trusting his instincts, Koko chose the path to the left. As Tembo charged ahead, he got stuck in a swamp. He struggled and trumpeted loudly, calling for help. Koko, who had safely reached the hidden river, heard Tembo's cries. Slowly, he returned to the swamp and found the distressed elephant. "Tembo, strength is important, but wisdom guides us on the right path," Koko said gently. "Let me show you the way." Tembo, now humbled, followed Koko's lead. They finally reached the river, where they drank the refreshing water and filled their containers to bring back to the others. When they returned to the savannah, all the animals rejoiced. The wise tortoise and the mighty elephant had brought the water that saved them. Tembo, now more respectful of Koko, learned that wisdom and patience are just as valuable as strength. From that day on, Tembo and Koko became the closest of friends, teaching all the animals that true success often comes when strength and wisdom work together.